Hello citizens, how is it going? Welcome back. This is our match preview for Aston Villa vs Manchester City on Saturday. Before we get into it, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And now let's jump into it. So before we look at Aston Villa, let's look back on our last game against Nottingham Forest. And the one thing I take out of that game really is that our defence is all over the place if you think about it. I mean, the couple of games before that, Newcastle and Crystal Palace, we went 2 goals down in both of them games. And defensively, we were all over the place. And you're looking at maybe Pep making a change, swapping a few players out. I thought at least Walker would come out, but he didn't. He stuck with him. And against Nottingham Forest, I have to say, all 4 of them were really, really good. They were solid. Stones and Diaz in the middle, incredible. They were winning everything. They were strong in the air. They were powerful. And yeah, they were both fantastic, to be honest. And Diaz even had a couple of runs forward with the ball. He looked pretty good. And Walker and Cancelo as well, fullback position. Yeah, they were pushing in the middle. And it was one of the things I was criticising them against Palace and Newcastle, because they weren't getting back and doing their defensive duties. But again, against Forest, they did a pretty good job. And we kept Forest to absolutely nothing at the back. And going forward, Pep made a change. He started with Alvarez. And again, it was a masterstroke, because you look at the front 3 and we had Bernardo on the right wing. We had Haaland in the middle. And I'm not even sure who was playing at left. I think it was Foden with Alvarez playing in the usual Bernardo role next to Gundogan. And I thought forward would be fantastic. I mean, from every single man, 1 to 11, Nottingham Forest was almost a perfect game. And the only downside you can say from it is that Alvarez didn't get his hat-trick and he deserved it. But other than that, absolutely phenomenal performance from the entire team. So looking at Villa, I mean, you can't really see Pep making changes. I expect him to, because that's what he likes to do. But I don't think I would change a thing, because I think since Bernardo's moved on the right-hand side, I think he looks dangerous. He's taking on his man. Against Forest, he was turning. I don't know who their left back was, but he was inside and out. He couldn't keep up with Bernardo. He was getting past him every single time. And the way he drives into the box as well. Bernardo, he's so direct with it, and he's so good. Technically, he's a wonderful, wonderful play. So I don't think you can remove him from the right-hand side at the moment. But looking at where he usually plays, I think long-term, probably Foden is that play we're going to have, where he's all over the place. He's back, he's forward, he's left, he's right. I think Foden is going to take on the Bernardo role long-term. But Alvarez did a fantastic job, linking up the play of the forwards. He was helping out Rodri as well. And there's a couple of times when he'd lose the ball, he'd track back and win it against Forest and, restart playing, get us the ball back. So I think Alvarez, for me, is a non-question. You have to start him. You have to play him. And you can't take out Haaland either, because even though we're only 5 games into the season, Haaland is on form. He's got back-to-back hat-tricks. I mean, knowing Pep will rest him for the Champions League game, but I just don't see how you do. You have to start Haaland. And Foden, I've said it for the last 18 months, Foden's one of the first players on the team sheet for me. He's fantastic. Even when he's having a bad game, he still puts in the work rate. He still looks like he's going to create something. He still looks dangerous. He's always good on the ball. And again, he's our long-term captain, isn't he? I suppose he's going to be there for life, probably. So Foden, first name on the team sheet for me. So I can't see any changes going, for this game. But I don't see Gundogan starting. I would play De Bruyne in this one. The reason I play De Bruyne is because Pep's giving him a rest now. He's telling De Bruyne, look, you're not going to start every game if you play poorly, because he was poor against Palace. But again, in that first half, I think everyone was poor. So I can see De Bruyne coming in, which I do think is a little bit harsh on Gundogan, because Gundogan's played phenomenal. When he's come off the bench, he's been incredible against everyone. He was good against Newcastle. He was good against Palace. I think he helped change the game against Palace. And he was so good against Forest as well. Everything he does is perfect, honestly. He's a phenomenal player. So it is harsh, but I would drop Gundogan for this game. Just for the reason that I think going forward and getting back, I just think Kev's attributes, his range of passing, left foot, right foot, he's strong as well. And I think he's going to be hungry for this one. So I would start him. Defensively, keep it the same. And I just want to talk about Stones as well, because Stones gets a lot of criticism, I think, when he sometimes plays. And I think it's harsh because he does get a lot of injuries, which is a shame, because I think he is a phenomenal centre-back. And I think over the last couple of seasons, when he steps in for the injuries to Laporte or the injuries to Diaz, I think he's been absolutely incredible in pretty much every game. And I think our centre back position, you look at it, you look at Diaz, you look at Ake, you look at Stones, you look at Laporte, they're phenomenal. And then we got this new kid in as well. So I think we are looking good centre back wise, but I would start Stones on this one because, again, the game against Forest, he won everything. He was so dominant in the air. And you look at Haaland's third goal, that leap from Stones at the back post and the control he had to head it back across goal and keep it in play. Phenomenal. And of course, he's a great ball playing defender as well. He can step forward along with Diaz. So I would start with the usual back four. I would be tempted to say Gomez come in, but then if Gomez is coming in, I wouldn't want him coming from Cancelo. I think I'd rather like to see Walker go out and put Cancelo on the right hand side because I think Walker could do with a little bit, maybe not rest, but I don't think he started the season particularly well, and I think he needs a bit more work before he steps into midfield and becomes one of those creative players that Cancelo is, that Pep's looking for him to be, and Gomez can be like that. So maybe he starts Gomez on the left and moves Cancelo to the right. But honestly, I don't really see him changing too much. I only see De Bruyne coming in against Villa. And yeah, that's it really. I mean, looking at Villa, they've only won one game this season. They've got 3 points. They're getting beat by everyone. And they're looking pretty poor, to be honest with you as well. I think they've scored 4 goals this season, if I'm right. And I think I sort of started 3 of those goals they've conceded within 3 minutes of scoring them. So they can get, we can punish them, we can punish Villa, we can attack them. And if we do attack them and we use Alvarez, we use Haaland, we use Foden, we use Bernardo, the skill, the pace, I don't think they'll live with us. I really don't. They've just signed Dendoncker, which I think improves them. They've signed Bednarek as well. I'm not really sure he improves them, but I do think Dendoncker does. But overall, we should really come through this with 3 points, I think. And even if we don't, I don't see us losing it. A couple of their goals recently, we look at Douglas Luiz, who I think is a really good player. He scored 2 goals from corners. You're just whipping it in, and I've seen them pretty decent as well, decent corners. And that's one thing we've been critical of saying the start of the season. Set pieces. Last season we were solid. We only conceded 1 set piece all season. This season, I think we've already conceded 3. So we do need to watch out for that. But I mean, that's where Haaland comes in as well, because Haaland's high in strength. Haaland hasn't had... I've not seen anyone compliment his defensive work yet, but I've seen him win a couple of headers from corners and free kicks. He gets in about. He doesn't shirk his defensive responsibilities, and that's something to praise him for as well, because he wins that header and he's straight out as well. He's already attacking it. So yeah, defensively, we look good against Forest. We have to keep it up. If we get another clean sheet, I think we're going in the right direction. Of course, you keep a clean sheet, you don't lose the game, do you? And that's it, really. That's my match preview for the Aston Villa game. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you would start. I mean, would you change anyone from Forest? It's hard to say. We won 6-0, and we absolutely controlled and dominated that game. So yeah, it's tough to say, isn't it? But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know who starts up front for you. And surely we're all captaining Haaland again, right? Because is Haaland going to make it 3 hat-tricks in 3 games? I mean, if he does, he's going to be banging in like 50 goals this season if he stays fit. Remarkable. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow us on Twitter as well. It's here, right there. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.